Clear that energy. Clear that energy. Do, 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 do. Okay. So I got some treaties today. And I didn't even mean to do it. So that's how I know when things are supposed to come into your life, they just fucking manifest and you just end up finding them. So I got these spell dice. Okay, I'm going to kind of use them. Literally, they're called spell dice. And I got, obviously, a new tarot deck called the Horror Tarot. That was supposed to be tarot and oracle together. Apparently, that's dyslexia for you. Oh my gosh, look, I just cracked the deck. Look who's there. The motherfucking devil. These cards are awesome. They're like movie posters. So, we are going to, look at how fucking creepy this one is. Tell you that doesn't, remind you of some creepy old person's house where you walk in, you see some family portrait and you're all of a sudden the Twilight Zone starts playing. So these cards, I think I've been looking for these cards for 10 years and I found them. I really did. And it shouldn't have found them. Who is that? Dale Daniel. Are you wearing flip-flops or shoes? The fuck is wrong with people already? Already being fucking idiots. I'm not wearing anything, you fucking moron. Okay. So, once everybody gets their stupid little comments out of the way. We're gonna get high. So high. Got some new weed today. So that's exciting. Got a couple people in the house. All right. Now, let's predict some shit. I'm just feeling like I'm running out of room and I'm very kind of claustrophobic and it's just really starting to bother me as I get older. Okay. Who are we going with here? Here we go. Pick a sign, any sign. Pisces. Winner, chicken dinner. Pisces. All right. What's happening with Pisces coming up? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Ooh, we got some candle magic. We got some double fire with the crystal ball and the tree. All right. See where that fucking book just go. Okay. So, first intention is passion. Woohoo! Cast a spell to invoke sensuality. Okay, so somebody is wanting to grow sexually. All right. And kind of the magic, all right, is divination. So if you want to get more, I think somebody's been looking for something more, okay? More than just I heard freak in the sheets. It's it's not just what you're willing to do. It's more than that. Body expansion, not body torture, you know? Okay, so, romantic. Maybe that's why the candle's there. Like romantic sex. Like, you know, that sex that can last for like hours. And, you know, if you want to have one of those sessions where you can have sex like 6 or 7 times over the course of a few hours, then you can make it happen. Like if someone's passion has like lost from their relationship, the world is like, you can do this. You can ignite this a lot more than what you think you can. Like, don't lose control of it. So the magical tip, okay, is the tree, call upon an ancestor. Ooh, shit. Okay, so call upon an ancestor. I almost feel like what you could do is if you want to reach that, like, okay, so I think the most orgasms I ever had in one night, I think was 7 or 8. To the point we must have had sex like, oh my God, probably 10 times at least, from like the hours of, I don't know, 10 p.m. until 4 a.m. or something like that. I probably had about 7 orgasms at least. I think the most I've ever had is 7 orgasms back to back. Yeah. So it's like, okay, so if you want to bring that back to the table, like you guys had that 10 years ago and now you want to go back to it, Pisces would be like the moon. It's like, oh, when the moon is full, light that candle. It's almost like, ooh, like if you want passion back again, you can go online, you can buy a red candle and engrave your names on it and write like just passion in the middle and ignite passion. Like you have so much more control over your sex life, over yourself, over your life than people think. And it's so sad when you succumb to feeling like you're defeated and you're like, I've got all the power that I need. How can I feel like I'm being defeated right now? Like, what the fuck? I get it. Okay, so give me this passion. And now I'm getting this song, Action. Actions. So real. Actions are everything. There's Temperance. So there's Sagittarius right there. Stop playing with my mind. Stop playing with my mind. You call me on the phone. And now I want you home. 6 of Pentacles. I swear it's something you had in the past. Ooh, you know, there's like a girl in like a dungeon kind of, you know, it's like, I'm getting like this whole like Dungeons and Dragons kind of thing, but like the sexy way. It's like you could play like, oh man, you could play like sex games and stuff where it's like you're locked up in the dungeon and like they find you and oh my good God, what is this turning into? Like really, it seems like somebody's got to give themselves this, you know, like earth and water. It's like grounding, pleasure and pain, life and death, everything in moderation, pleasure and pain. Like, you know, do you think I was walking right the next day? Fuck no. Okay. You don't think that by, I don't know, the 7th, 8th time we did it, I wasn't like in pain? 'Cause I was. Okay. So, but past that pain is pleasure. So, something hurt you from the past. Your heart got hurt somewhere. So like maybe the divination of like getting with you is like, if you want this type of relationship, then you have to be willing to accept yourself, you know, like how you look, like being in a situation like that. You can't be worrying about your roles and are you too fat and is your dick big enough? Like you can't be worrying about that stuff because like if someone's with you and they're giving you your time, then you're good enough. To sit there and question it all the time and be like, I'm not good enough while you're sitting there with somebody. How can you be sitting there with somebody feeling that? So it's like the world's like, you've got to balance this earth and water, your emotions with your grounding, and find that confidence. Because the way you find your confidence is the way you find this passion. It's just your heart got hurt. And once your heart gets hurt, you lose your track of your confidence, right? Like my sister spent like 11 months not working, and I could feel that confidence. Like I can feel my confidence go down if I miss, like if I don't work for like 2 or 3 days. It's like my mood changes and I start to feel like less of a person because I haven't gone to work, right? And then it's not like I want to go to work, but it's like it makes you feel better. So it's like maybe somebody thinks they're bad at sex, and it's like, well, the more you do it, the better you get, you know? Like, haven't you fucking learned your alphabet yet? Like, come on, you know, like the more you practice, the better you get. So the more you practice using your heart, because this is another thing. So I've been like trying to balance my hormones, because clearly I have a very lack of estrogen in my body. So I'm trying to incorporate estrogen into my body. And now I'm like crying all the time. Oh my God. It's like, I can cry over the littlest thing, but now I'm becoming more human. Right. So I watched this show, and this woman was getting in trouble. Like she was about to lose her job, and she lost her edge. She said she lost her edge, and her boss is looking at her and she's asking him like, sir, how do you keep your edge like this? How do you stay just cut and dry? How do you not get emotionally involved? And he looks at her and he goes, I'm not going to teach you how to be less human. And she looked at him like, oh, was that what I was before I couldn't feel anything, was less human? Yes. Okay. Like, wouldn't you want, like, I remember being with this one guy a really long time. He became my best friend. And in my mind, he is still my best friend. And he had this traumatic experience as a child. And it was in his blood. Like, oh my God, this trauma led him. And so I started doing spells with him, and I started doing candle magic. Okay. I started doing candle magic with him, because this was when I was kind of like really opening up of like being a witch. And I went, you know what? What's the harm that could really happen? Like as long as I'm doing magic that I feel like, because he was right there with me. It's not like I was trying to do magic, you know, without him knowing. If he wants this, then like, what's the worst that could happen? And that was his energy towards it. Was like, well, what the fuck is the worst that could happen if this is what you're asking for me to get through? And I'm like, exactly. Right. And then one night, because we were such good friends, we still had sex sometimes. Right. If he was single and if I was single, then you know, sometimes we did. And I swear to God, there was this one time, and this was all for him. Like I obviously, I felt comfortable enough with him just being able to experience something with me, that because he was comfortable with me. And he suddenly, realized that he liked sex. And it was like, oh my God, how old was he? I feel like he was like 39 or 40. And he had already had 2 kids. I think he was on his 3rd by then, with like different women. He just wanted a family. He was so fucked up over what happened to him as a kid. He was so fucked up. And that's all I wanted, was to just, not to cure him or anything, you know, was just for him to find his way out of this fog, you know, so then he didn't have to live like this anymore and hate sex, because sex should be a good experience. But if it's been a bad experience, then you resort it in bad, right? So he wanted to think of sex in a good way. He didn't want to think of it as a bad way anymore. And it was like he got the cure. But it took him to want to connect with himself and with somebody like me, which I feel like we are ancestors. I feel like I've known him forever, because the day that I met him, he was on a date with somebody else who I worked with, and I felt awful. And he just gravitated towards me. And he, even though we really couldn't be together, it's like we couldn't leave each other's side. It's like in some world, a really long time ago, he was like my brother or something, or he was like my best friend, or he was somebody that I really, really was close with. So he basically let me heal him. And it took me a really long time to figure out what we did together, because I was like, I was okay with him allowing to do what he needed to do to release himself, right? Because that's what you do when you love somebody. It's not about always, this is how it's going to be, and we're going to be in a marriage, and we're going to be together, and we're going to be completely monogamous, and this is it, and nobody else. Sometimes it's like, hey, like, if I trust you, can I experiment with you? Because I don't know what to do. It's not, and I feel ashamed because of it. And he felt ashamed because of it. And because we learned that trust, we were both able to get through something together, right? So it's like, whatever the door is that closed on somebody because they didn't know how to balance their emotions with it, how to feel pleasure with the pain, how to love something, yet fear to lose it for once. So trying to keep it, right? It's like you became more alive. So that's what the world is saying. Like, you have to become more alive in order for this to work. You have to feel. And forget your past where you were possibly trapped in a dungeon and couldn't go anywhere, right? Fuck that. Like, you have your wings, you can fly. You're not trapped anywhere. Nobody can trap you. And like, feeling trapped is a state of mind, right? Because we all have a way out, you know? Okay, so what's this candle? There is a lot of cards here. There's a Six of Cups again. So something could have happened to you as a kid. With somebody who possibly is dead now? I feel like whoever this is, like, I feel like there are women involved with like some type of predator. Like, I can see a grandmother, a mother, and the daughter. And then there's the man. And it's like, whatever this is in your past, people know about it. Like, your grandmother might know about it, and your mom might know about it, and your sister might know about it. People might know about it. But there's so much fear in this man. Somebody's fearing a man. And this is obviously what's hurt somebody. Somebody's heart. This King of Pentacles, I think this is who it is. King of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody who had the money, like a father figure. You know, I just watched this documentary. I Just Killed My Dad. And it's funny because there's a grandmother, a mother, and a sister that all know what this father did to this young boy. But nobody could do anything. Cops wouldn't do anything. They ran out of money, so they couldn't do anything court-wise. Journey into equilibrium. Couldn't balance it out. Got stuck hanging in something. And it's like, now, like, this king now could be dead, or they're going to die. There's the moon. So there's Pisces twice. Okay. So, ooh, the Pisces dice turned to Scorpio, and Scorpio's fucking death. So beware of pitfalls. This Knight of Cups. So it's like, you know, it's going to be different for everybody, but it's the advice is to let this go and to get that sexual energy back. Like, it doesn't deserve to be hanging in the shadows with this monster, that took this experience away from you. Like, they took it away from you already. So don't let them keep it. Don't let them keep it. Fuck that. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. That's all I can say. Fucking enjoy it, because you know what? It doesn't have to, what doesn't kill you really doesn't have to follow you around forever either. Like, you can let it go. Two of Swords, yeah, blocking it. You can unblock yourself. You can choose to do that, but you have to choose to do that. And plus, there's those three people again. So it's like, if you can choose to unblock yourself and choose to take the blindfold off and go like, okay, I'm going to look at this for the way that it is. At least you know that these three energies are going to have your back, right? And that's all you need, is you just need to know that these people have your back. Like, all right, let's go to the next message. The act, you know what? That was a little, interfered. So I like that better. Okay, well, we're not going to do Scorpio again. Aquarius. I see what's coming up for Aquarius here. Okay, I don't really know what these are. I think one of them, we got the fire again. We got the tarot cards. So passion with tarot cards. It looks like a bowl of noodles. And possibly a smudging stick. So let's see. Blaze one for the nation. I don't know what I would do without weed, honestly. Yep, that's passion. I knew it was. Okay, so the magic going on, the intention is passion. The magic is kitchen witch. Okay, so it's kitchen. This bowl is kitchen. The most fun part about being in the kitchen is being a kitchen witch is getting food involved. Get messy. Whether you're baking a red velvet cake infused with a marriage spell or mixing up a herbal salve to soothe muscles, express yourself and have fun with it. Okay. Okay, so have fun with, and then the tarot card. So tarot. Have fun with tarot. Okay, so maybe this is like, man, sometimes tarot videos and shit on YouTube can just really fuck you up. Okay, and people take things way too fucking seriously, and they think like, oh my God, this is gonna happen for me, and oh my God, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, yo, there is 8 billion people on this planet. Like, it might not be for you. Like, I know it might sound amazing. Oh, there it is. Cleanse your space. Yeah, it's a smudge stick. Okay. Whether you're using Palo Santo or incense, or possibly this. Okay. Get rid of negative energy surrounding you before casting a spell to ensure protection. Okay, so if you are a witch out there, okay, and you are doing things, then clearing the space before you do anything obviously allows the magic to come through even better. I do actually have 2 salves right beside me that I have made myself recently. This one, it's been taking me so long to figure out like the exact way that I want to mix my own salves. So this one is part castor oil, 3/4 olive oil, and I don't know. I would say like 1/3 beeswax. And then I add a whole bunch of essential oils. So usually before I do something like this, because this one is just for pleasure, I put about 500 drops of essential oils in it, so it smells so good. This is just for pleasure. So this one that I made here, this is half and half, 50-50 beeswax and olive oil. No essential oils whatsoever. So again, mixing it, creating a healthy, it's almost like adding, like if you're doing something, if you're doing your own tarot show, or if you're doing your own spells or something like that, it's very important. Like you could be bringing in dirty energy, and that energy is fucking with what you're trying to create. So it's like, even if you're a painter, smudging your space. Like I was looking for my Palo Santo before I started this, and I couldn't find it. There it is. Okay. And in order to get it to light really well is every time I get this char off, and then doing this kind of thing, it just, oh my gosh, I can hear Michelle Branch all of a sudden. I think that's Vanessa Carlton. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces pass, and I'm homebound. Okay, so I guess the reason why I'm getting that, or is that Michelle Branch? Making my way through the crowd. Okay, there's a lot of energy around you, okay? And that energy is fucking with you. And that's why maybe it's Aquarius. Like maybe an Aquarius is being fucked with, or the connection is being fucked with. There's a connection, possibly like how you're doing things. It's like clear the space a little bit more, so then you can get more connected to what you're working with. Like, again, like if you've got tarot cards at home or something, like, do you know how hard it is to read your own fucking tarot cards? Okay. I mean, I can't even half the time read my own tarot cards. Okay. Because you just become so biased to it. And you're like, you know, it's like a doctor, you know, you feel pain and you're like, oh, whatever, it's not really that much, blah, blah, blah. And then your appendix is about to explode, right? It's like, sometimes it's harder for us to read between the lines on what we do best because we're biased about it, and we want the best option, we want the best outcome, right? So it's like sometimes, like maybe you're trying to get answers and you're clouding the space around you. You're not getting maybe if you are trying to make salves, it's like you still keep going and buying lotion, and the world is like, make your own fucking salve. Like, what are you doing? For one, it's so much cheaper. It's so much healthier. You know, putting that Vaseline on your skin, like that's fucking gasoline. You're putting gasoline on your skin. Vaseline is gasoline. Okay. Hence why they rhyme. Okay. Vaseline, gasoline. Hello. Like to make something out of beeswax and put it on your skin. Like, do you know how much more beneficial A, for your skin is, B, for all your organs, and C, for the environment? Like, then you're not, you know, it's not coming off your skin and into the water and polluting everybody else. Like what you do with your body means something, which means if you are trying to do something, if you are trying to be a witch, or if you are trying to make magic and do things, then the world is really like, you might want to start by cleaning yourself out. So I'm about to do my second cleanse now. I did a full parasite cleanse, and now I'm doing a metal cleanse. And I'm going to tell you, the parasite cleanse was life-changing. I did not know what was in my body and making me feel the way that I felt for so long until I did that cleanse. I didn't even know it was a fucking cleanse. I was just got really sick, and that's why, because of parasites. So honestly, like sometimes things that are even in your body are infesting you, and the world is like, I'm starting to make my own deodorant, my own chapstick. Yeah, I've got my own lotion. I've got my own muscle rub. So I've got another one of these salves, but with a little bit more castor in it and a little bit more beeswax in it. And I filled it up with like pine and cinnamon and wintergreen, all the things that my snakes are allergic to, basically, for my muscles. Right? And then I don't have to go out and buy that icy hot bullshit, you know, because cinnamon is really, really warm and wintergreen is really cool. So my muscles get a cooling and a heating effect, all because of essential oils, right? So you might be like clogging your system, and you know, one really awesome thing to get is herbal tarot cards, like the KitchenAid tarot cards and stuff like that, to see like what you could be doing, you know, like maybe beeswax is calling your name and all this, you know, artificial shit. Like I'm done with toothpaste. It's not real. It doesn't exist. There's mainly chemicals in it. So now I wash my mouth with hydrogen peroxide, clove, and cinnamon and peppermint. And I make my own, I make my own mouthwash now. My mouth has completely changed. Like I, you know, like sometimes what you're using, you know, like you think that it's you think you just can't concentrate. You think you just are shaking, you know, because that's your body, when really there could be a lot of things inside of you that are blocking, you know, your passion from igniting. They're blocking, you know, your paintings from getting brighter, because, you know, you've got these worms in you, and you know, you've got these things inside of you, and it's, you know, I can't help but keep thinking that this KitchenAid is like, you know, something like in your kitchen is needs to be cleansed. You know, like there could be, you know, bad meat. Like don't eat any hot dogs or processed meat like that. It's very bad for you, and it blocks you. You know, go to a butcher. Okay, get real meat. Stop going to Walmart and buying your food. You know, go to a butcher. For one, it's probably going to be cheaper. Okay, and pork is so cheap. Okay, at a butcher shop. And, you know, like love your body. Okay. Change your food, clean your food. I really think that's what I'm getting. Clean your food, right? Clean out what you're eating. Right. And because of these parasites, like I'm getting all of these excrements coming through my skin, and that is, parasite poop. Okay. So sometimes your pimples are not your pimples. They are parasite poop. It has to go somewhere. So what do you think cysts are? What do you think tumors are? And tumors, by the way, are cysts, just so you know. And cysts are built up of bacteria. What does bacteria come from? Why do you have bacteria in your bloodstream? Doctors won't talk to you about this shit because they'll lose their practice. Okay, dentists don't want to talk about hydrogen peroxide rinse, because then no one's going to go to the dentist. Okay, people don't talk about these things. Okay, so the thing about the tarot cards, okay, so somebody has a familiar around them, okay, that is trying to teach them the Wiccan Rid, which is like, honestly, there's the Watchtower of the North. Okay, so it's there. I think your soul is trying to like reincarnate old gifts and like old knowledge, okay, which is probably why you wanted to know about myself, okay, how they, like, it's almost like somebody wants to know, like, okay, if I don't like lotion, if I don't like all these, like, I feel like it's a man, if I don't like these lotions on my skin, like, what did they do back in the day? Like, that's what I used to ask myself. I'm like, okay, how did they clean their teeth back in the day? Like, we didn't have toothbrushes all the time, so what did they do? Because something is not working with my mouth, okay, so, and like, my, you know, there was, oh man, I've been fighting a few things, and cedar, holy crap, cedar and wintergreen and blue spruce and pine are all huge bacterial cleaners, and they will just clean your nail beds, and it gets into your skin, and it just like, they just start removing toxins from your body and from your skin very naturally. Okay, so I feel like somebody's familiar is like trying to tell you, like, there's a way to do this. So now maybe your familiar is getting you to watch this right now. You know, like, you wouldn't believe what my familiar is telling me to do. And it's such amazing advice. Okay. I swear, they told me to go somewhere so I could connect with all these other things. And the second I got home, all these ideas came out of my head because of what these other things told me about and helped me download. Right. But I can only download those things by getting rid of the things that don't want me to do good, which is like parasites, you know, like they want you eating way too much. They want you bloated. They want you full of water so they can get under your skin and fucking roll around. And like, it's so disgusting, and it's so true. Okay. It's so disgusting, and it's so true. And it's a lot easier to clear yourself and to clear your body than you think, and cheaper, by the way. So tell me about this passion. Earth, grounding. Yep. Okay, so tarot cards again. So honestly, you might be getting a lot of advice from someone's tarot cards. Okay, tarot cards, when you get a good reader that actually knows how to listen to their cards, okay, they might teach you a lot. Okay, maybe this is why it's Aquarius. It's like somebody needs to connect. I think you need to connect with yourself, because I think somebody has like banished themselves from themselves somehow. Okay, it's like banishing your own sound of your voice from your head. Okay, and you're listening to everything else, and now it's like you have to ground back that feeling. Okay, the ground back that harvest of like, I can do things the natural way. Like, it doesn't make you a dirty, disgusting hippie. Like, I don't smell at all. Okay, like honestly, I had dreads, and everybody said my dread. Oh, well, your fucking head probably stinks. And I was like, yo, my head smells better than my armpits right now. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, yo, these bitches smell like lavender. Like, my hair always smelled good, and they just, because it was dreadlocks, it had to stink, right? Like, what the fuck? Like, get your fucking head out of your ass, you know? Like, it's like whatever it is, like, you know, you're not going to be disgusting. Okay, if you dedicate yourself to this, if like it's a dedication. Like, you have to work with yourself. Okay, you have to like be like, I am going to do this. I'm going to go all the way, because you can't half-ass it, right? It's not like you can just start, just using healthy toothpaste and you're still putting aluminum in your underarms with your deodorant, and you're still rubbing gasoline all over your body. What the fuck is herbal toothpaste going to do for you? Right? If nothing else you're changing. So it's like, you can't, it's like almost like somebody doesn't want to be a garbage pit anymore. And I get that. Like, don't just let garbage into you all the time because it's convenient, right? Like, now that I got these worms gone, majority of my hunger is gone, because you don't need to eat all day. You know, it's one of those things, like, you should just be eating when your body is telling you to eat, when it's craving something, or when you know you're about to go and do something and you need energy, right? To just sit around and eat is like, well, then it's the food that you're eating to consume energy is doing nothing for you. So your body then just excrements it. And you're just like, well, why the fuck did you even eat it? Your body didn't need it. So why did you eat it? Right? It's like that. Like, once you dedicate to something, then it's like the hex and the banishment is gone, right? It's like you banished yourself from grounding this energy, because maybe you said you couldn't do it. Maybe you thought that it was going to take way too much time and way too much effort and way too much money. And I'm not going to lie, to go the herbal way, it does cost a little bit of money, but it lasts for like months. Like, this 2-pound bag of beeswax I bought it in the winter just to make candles. And I don't even know how many candles I made. Like, my sister and I probably made 15 to 20 candles, and I'm still making stuff with it. Like, it's like, it just lasts, you know? And then the castor oil, oh my God, you know how long I need? Like 4 drops of that. Like, some stuff, like, yes, it is expensive, but it kind of isn't for as long as it lasts. So it's like, I think you're saving money, to be honest. And like, I bought Dove deodorant, and I spent like $10, $15 on 2 Dove bars, and I tried them both, and within a half an hour, I smelled worse with that so-called great deodorant on than what I did with just putting essential oils underneath my armpits. Like, I was like, this is just consumerism. This is just like, it's bad, because it goes on your skin and it gets in there and it just starts to fuck with you. All right, what's this? Cleansing, clearing, smudge stick. Cycles. So you're going to start this cycle pretty soon of aiding yourself better, KitchenAid, getting yourself better, setting that intention. And look at that, Watchtower of the West with autumn. So this process, this cycle is going to intensify in this season. Okay, we are in autumn. And actually, no, we're about to be in autumn. That's right. We're still in summer. We're about to be in autumn. So come autumn, it's going to intensify drastically and into the winter. So someone's going to do a lot of changes over the next like 4 or 5 months. And then by next summer, it's you're 100% in. Like I can see somebody's own garden growing, where it's like you're just getting vegetables out of your garden. You're not even going to the store. You know, you buy your meat like once a year from a butcher, and you know, that's it. Why do you got to go to the store anymore? I mean, just for condiments, fuck. Honestly, so much of my condiments I make myself because they're just better. Like Catalina dressing made homemade is better. Caesar salad dressing made is better. Ketchup homemade is better. Barbecue sauce homemade is better. Oh yeah, Greek. Oh man, I've mastered my Greek dressing skills to like a fucking T because I'm such a fucking snob when it comes to Greek salads. So I've fucking mastered that. Like I can't buy a whole lot of condiments anymore because they're gross. Like if you want mustard, fuck, all you need is mustard powder. You want to make some Dijon, all you got to do is add a little honey. You know, you want it to be spicy, done, add a little spice. Like fuck, like it's so easy that it's like, you know, but it's constant. You have to make these things all the time. Like these salves, I have to make these all the time. You know, it's not like I can just go and buy them, but like to make it, you know how long this took me to make? Under 5 minutes. Like literally, I'm not even exaggerating. All you had to do is melt down the beeswax in a frying pan, which, oh my God, that takes absolutely no time at all. If you put that bitch on high, you're looking at 2-3 minutes tops. And then you pour it in. Boom, bingo bongo. You don't even have to do anything. It's done. It's so easy to make your own deodorant. It takes under 5 minutes. Like, and you have a stick of deodorant for 2 weeks that doesn't have aluminum in it, right? It's like, it's simple. It's so simple that I think someone's overthinking it at this point. And like, honestly, it does kind of seem like the hippie way. And I overthought about it until I just couldn't do it anymore because my body can't handle it anymore. I mean, it's just stressing me out to even think about putting these things on anymore. Like I can't wait until I get to the day where I make my own shampoo. Right? Which I know is coming. Like I'm always most likely going to buy my fancy $5 Tresemme shampoo, right? But it's also good to just go a different way sometimes, you know, and just see if that works. And who gives a shit about what anybody says? If somebody calls you weird or says like, you know, like nobody talks to me about my homemade chopstick at work. And I'm like, I don't take it offensively because I'm like, I know I'm fucking crazy. Like I know you guys go and buy your, you know, Burt's Bee bullshit. And I get that. Like I was like that too, you know, until I just stopped, you know. I don't judge people for doing it the way they want to. Like just because I choose to do it the pioneer way, that's just one way to do it, you know. All right. That was Pisces and Aquarius. Oh my God, a Pisces, Aquarius, Pisces, Aquarius. Ooh, Gemini. Oh, Gemini. What's coming up for Gemini? Gemini. Makeup with healing, incense with a book. Book. Okay, so your intention for Gemini is to heal. Whether you're dealing with a physical ailment or an emotional or spiritual wound, you must treat yourself to self-care. As a witch, you have a stash of healing tools at your disposal to help you feel your best and allow yourself to access them. Okay. Glamour magic. Okay, I don't like glamour spells, okay? Ooh. Okay, but It says glamour includes body modifications, hair dye, other forms of expression you use to make yourself most feel yourself, which body modifications would be tattoos. Okay, obviously. So, the world is saying you might want to heal yourself and get a tattoo. Poop poop be doo. Incense. Something that works for you. Something that works for you. What's this book? For instance, if you're performing a money spell, this green candle I light as it burns bright, may my bank account grow with delight. Okay, so Gemini. It's like somebody has to do some like physical healing. Like maybe you have to change your wardrobe up a bit and include more of yourself in how you look. You know what I heard the other day? This lady says, she goes, dress how you want, not how he wants you to dress, not how you think he wants you to dress. And I was like, damn, that's powerful. Because I'd always say to myself, oh, he would like that. Oh, he would like that. Oh, he would like that. I'm sorry. Who the fuck cares about he? If I like it and he's with me and he likes me, then he most likely will like it. If he doesn't, then you can go look at somebody else if that's really what you want. So it's like, I'm looking at these hanging dead flowers, and I hung flowers like everywhere, hanging dead flowers. And then I have some in the bathroom, and all of a sudden I was like, I want to put one of those in my hair. And I just put a dead flower in my hair, and it looks so pretty. And I thought, that's a nice self-expression of taking something that was so beautiful and preserving it and then wearing it and being proud of that, right? So it's like, maybe there's a style in you that you think someone's not going to appreciate. But the thing is that if they like you, then that's how they want you to be, right? And I'm always trying to find my style, like what I like. And it's hard, it's hard as an adult. Okay, I keep looking at this solo artist. And look at actually what's on the bottom under, it's fungus. Okay, maybe I'm going to do my cards here. Germination station. I say that this is the Gemini card. Okay, because for one, it's my sister's favorite card, and she's a Gemini. And fucking living with her, holy shit, do I ever understand Geminis, okay? Because she is such a fucking Gemini, and in such a good way. And she has been part of this germination station for a while. And it's because the germination station is about, you have to leave things in the dark, okay, to see if there's life there and if it can sprout on its own. And if it can't, from the little moisture that you give it, then there's nothing there, okay? If it blooms, great. If it doesn't, whatever, okay? But you have to give it the opportunity to figure out what it is in the dark. And actually, this is her second favorite card, which is the fungus card. And with fungus grows fast once it's given a team. So you're not just a solo artist. It's almost like maybe you need to add something in, like maybe you need to look on social media a little bit or see what's trending, or, like you might have to add something in it. So then you can find how you want to be, right? If that makes sense. Like, and maybe if you want it to change yourself or to find yourself, then make the incantation to do so, make the intention to do so, to heal old wounds that said, like, you shouldn't be dressed like that. Like, do you know how many times I feel like it's like somebody's mother is telling me that I can't dress a certain way because I'm an adult, and I'm like, I don't know what that means, because my tits aren't out and I'm not wearing anything see-through. So why can't I wear this? Like, this is what I want to wear. But it's like that, you know, it's like it's like a voice that I can hear, like my stepmother who just thinks that appearance matter. And like at a certain age, you're supposed to all of a sudden be shopping at JC Penney. And you're like, no, I still want to shop at the Gap. No, I still want to shop at Garage. I still want to shop at Boathouse. I don't want to go shop at EP Taylor's. I'm not ready for that. That's not my life. I can still dress like I'm 20 years old. Why does it matter? Right? Because that's the thing, is some people really honestly feel like your appearance matters and you're supposed to look a certain way. And those people, I say, fuck you too, because nobody is supposed to look a fucking certain way anymore. This is completely fucking different. We're in a whole different life. Okay. COVID changed everything. All right. So fucking people need to just back off on that shit. All right. Pisces again. Oh my God. Pisces. Okay. There's Taurus. Ooh. That was so much interference. Okay, I'm just going to do that again. Okay. Nothing got interfered. Okay. Ooh, now I got the bubble bath with timing, healing, and tarot cards. Ooh, I'm getting a sharp pain. Okay, so the tension is to heal. Okay, to relax more. You know, Taurans or somebody watching, you might work a lot. And the bubble bath is here to say, like, take a load off Fanny. Soak them bones. You're going to feel so much better afterwards. Sometimes having a bath is like almost like getting a full-blown massage. Like, you can feel like a whole new person the next day. Whole new fucking person. Tarot cards again. So the advice is use the days of the week. So the intuitive moon rules Monday, warrior Mars rules Tuesday, chatty Mercury rules Wednesday, lucky Jupiter rules Thursday, lover Venus rules Friday, strict Saturn rules Sunday, and Sun rules Sunday. So all the planets rule one day a week. So it's like, you know what? Use the days of the week. It's like the best. I used to sometimes time my baths at like the worst timing ever, like the beginning of the week. And I had all week to work on my feet. And I'm like, oh my God, why did I decide to have the hottest bath in the entire world Monday morning before I had to go to work? Like, how stupid are you? So it's like, have your baths at a time where you're going to have like the next day off. So then your muscles after, like, somebody's baths need to be like 105 degrees, like something ridiculous where your muscles can finally just relax, right? Like, your body needs to take the tension off of it. And a shower is not good enough. Like, honestly, I haven't had a bath for over a year now. And my body, I can drastically feel sometimes how much my muscles hurt because of how much my body needs baths, right? Because it needs that, honestly, it's kind of like that zero gravity, you know, like your body needs to, you almost feel like it's floating, right? So it can take the stress off of it, like when you sleep. Right? It's really hard to remove tension from your body. right? If you can't get massages all the time. And honestly, massages are, I used to go to the chiropractor every week and I always scheduled a massage. And I sometimes only did a half an hour. Sometimes I did an hour. And I think it cost me like $120 or something like that. And it didn't even matter about the money because all that mattered was that I felt better. And sometimes who cares about the money? Who cares if it costs $100, if it costs $300, like if that's what your body needs, that's what your body needs. So clearly it's Taurus because, somebody's like hard head needs to just like relax. And by using the days of the week, fucking even better, man, even better. Relaxy cap, So Taurus is going to find a lot of relaxation in September. Okay. And this is going to be the last one. All right. We got Sagittarius here. Interference. Jesus. Okay. Interference. Okay. We got money. We got glamour. We got candle. And we got the star. Okay, so somebody might be paying somebody to change them. To change them? Oh, okay. So, I'm getting somebody might want to put some type of protective spell on them. Like I have spells on my body. Like protection, travel, stuff like that, health. Like back in the day, be like insignias, like glyphics almost. You might, these would be glyphics, right? Third eye, moon, pentacle, shit like that, right? You might want to put some symbols on you. You might want to put some symbols on you. Like a deity, like, oh man, I know this one guy. He has a fucking, what do you call that? Sigil? Like sigil? One of these things. These sigils, whatever, for demons, okay? Is there one? Yeah, there's one on the inside there, right in the middle there. Has one on his fucking arm for some demon. And I was like, I didn't know what it was before because I didn't know demons before. Now that I do, I'm like, that is intense. Okay, that's whoa. Like, who is that for? Because you really want that demon fucking working with you for the rest of your life? Like, yowza. Okay, yeah. What is this about? Seven of Wands. Ooh. With Scorpio and the Knight of Wands. Ha! Honestly, this might make you look crazy. It really might. Like, come on. He looks fucking crazy, okay? But this is going to change something. Like taking sigils and like symbols seriously, they do something. Okay, they do something for you. It's like finding the power in something makes it come alive, right? Like you have to, ooh, look at that, Ace of Cups. Give yourself this gift, a brutal victory. Oh my God. Five of Swords. She fucking chopped his head off. Okay, so maybe, ooh, you know what I'm getting? Okay, so this one guy I knew, such an idiot. Oh my God, he fucking gets this chick's face tattooed on him. And this was like way before I knew him. But actually, what he did was he blacked out her eyes. So he didn't block out everything, but he took at least her eyes away from her. So I see, like, you might want to, like, if you've got somebody's name on you, okay, maybe this is what this is. You might have paid somebody to do something for you and you have to like undo it. Okay. You've got to like black it out, which is maybe why there's a candle here, you know, burn it out. Yikes. Now I'm getting Sons of Anarchy, you know, when he doesn't, it's like season 1, somebody gets kicked out of the club. You get kicked out of a motorcycle club like Hell's Angels. Okay. You're not allowed to have their club tattoos on anymore. You're not a part of the club. Therefore, you have to remove the ink. And if you don't, then the bikers will just burn it off of you. Okay. So it's like, I don't, oh my God, please don't brand yourself or cut your skin off or something. Like, honestly, just do tattoo removal. Like, maybe that's what it is. You know, if you don't want to black it out, just get it removed then. Okay. Pay the money and get it removed. Okay. Maybe that's the easiest thing, because I think like you've lied to your, like, that's the worst thing to do, is to lie to yourself and keep something tattooed on your body like that. Like, honestly, I have somebody's fucking name right here and it's Kurt Cobain. Okay. It's his signature. It's not like a lover or anything, but I can't wait to cover it up. Okay. Like that is something I need to do. I don't want his fucking signature on my body anymore. Okay. I feel like it's doing something to me, you know, like it's fucking with me somehow. And it's like, I don't even like Nirvana. Some songs, but I'm not even a Kurt Cobain fan. I don't know why I fucking did it, but I did it. Sometimes you just don't think, you know, you're just like in the moment and you're like, I'm going to get their name on my fucking chest. And 2 weeks later you break up, you know, the bitch fucking leaves you and you find her fucking in bed with your best friend or some shit. Okay. Oh my God. Look at the last 2 cards. 10 of Cups with the King of Cups. I'm telling you, like, getting it removed. Actually, you know, my cousin, she has a tattoo shop and she does tattoo removal. So in a tattoo shop, she does tattoo removal too. So sometimes you can get both at the same place. So either get it removed or cover it up. And it's going to do something. It's going to change your life. Or they're saying add something to yourself. Pay money. Maybe don't do it yourself. Pay money and get something done. And that is going to like lead you somewhere, you know, like sometimes like the power of tattoos is unbelievable. If you want to believe. If you don't want to believe, then don't believe. But if you want to believe, it's something fun to believe, how much power you can have, you know, and like what tattoos can do for you. Oh, good God. Look what's on the bottom of the deck. That crazy bitch. Okay. Why is she here? New ideas, new energy, limitless possibility, free spirit. Oh my God. Fucking Captain Howdy in the house. He had free reign of that bitch. Holy shit, did he ever. So somebody has access to money. Okay. So like, just do it. Get this shit removed. It's not complicated. It's not hard. You don't have to overthink it anymore. Okay. Just do it. And the thing is, if you end up getting back with the bitch again, be like, the worst thing I could have possibly done was put your name on me, okay? No offense. King of Swords, maybe that's the thing, is like, maybe you think you're going to offend somebody or something. Just tell them the truth. Sometimes you got to be brutally honest with people. And I know it sounds like, I don't want to really tell them the truth. Well, then you're just being a coward. Don't be a coward. Okay, Sagittarian people are not cowards. Okay, there's the High Priestess in reverse. Don't lie to yourself, okay? Because that's the thing, is like, you are a truth bearer. All right. You know how to do this. There's the Emperor right there. Ultimate authority rests with him. Intellectual authority. So you rule it, so it doesn't even matter. You have left your castle and now are on a journey in a vast open sea, a place of doubt and insecurity, but progress is being made. 3 of Wands. So it's like, don't doubt yourself now. Don't doubt yourself now. Moon again in reverse, and there's Judgment. Don't confuse yourself over what is stopping you. And choose to work with a deity. Choose to work with something. I mean, honestly, I've worked with a lot of deities. I've worked with a lot of spirits. I've invoked a lot of things to help. You know, you have to give back. You have to, it's a give and take. It doesn't always go the way that you think. But like, honestly, please don't like work with like Venus or like Captain Howdy or like something fucking stupid like Lilith and like, don't fuck around with Satan. You know, he's a big energy. You know, you got to be prepared to, somebody has to be prepared to do something. All right. And that's why maybe it's got to be Sagittarius, because it's like you have to set it how it's going to go on a certain direction, you know, and like how the course plays out is how the course plays out, but set the intention, right, on how to manifest what you want. And like, sometimes it is just about like changing a part of yourself or adding a part of yourself. Why that? Oh, color magic, adding some color in your life. So maybe like changing your hair color, like changing something about yourself, you know, adding something. It involves spending money in some way, but it's like sometimes you got to spend some money. It's like fucking, you know, amp it up a little bit. Who knows? It's for you and only you shall know. Oh, look at that. The Lovers on the bottom of the deck. Life is grand, but it always leads to trouble. Choices. Make a choice. Make a choice to add some color into your life. You know, maybe you've got all black and white tattoos and the world is like, yo, you need to put some color up on that bitch, right? Like, the world is so blah and black and white. And sometimes too much color is too much color. So we're going to leave it at that. I'm getting super tired. I already had to go to work, so I am uber tired. So I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did. I love all my new fucking toys. So this just helps me do readings for a little while too, because sometimes I need to get new cards in order to get new energy, because I'm dealing with the same energy all the time when I'm dealing with the same cards. And I refound that deck that I haven't used for like 6 years. So that's fucking super awesome. I couldn't even believe I found them. I was like, was just meant to be today. And honestly, I went to the store and I went to buy a robe. I wanted a house robe, a house coat. And I walked out with 2 tarot decks and spell dice that I didn't even know was there. And I'm like, oh my God, I haven't seen those cards for 5 years. And I thought I already had the horror terror because I have the horror oracle. So I thought the horror oracle was the horror tarot. And like, I fucking dyslexia, man. Sometimes you just don't know the difference of anything. And like, my sister was like, you need to get these cards. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where the fuck did those come from? Why the fuck did we come here? Not for tarot cards. That's for damn sure. So where life leads you, sometimes you just got to follow the yellow brick road because it'll just lead you right to something. And you're like, what the fuck? How the fuck did I find that? Like sometimes these tarot cards, I have no intentions on finding them. And I just walk right up to them in the store and I'm like, how does this store have tarot cards? And how am I looking at them right now? Because this was not the intention. But sometimes things find you, they got to find you. So cheers to that. Cheers to whoever found me. Hi, man. I'm sorry. Who is this? Yeah, you're running a lot. Anyways, peace out. Thanks for watching. I had a super fun time. I'll be back tomorrow at a certain time. I don't really know. Oh, I've got a reading to put up. I did a reading before I went to work. And now I'll put it up now that I'm done. And I hope you enjoy that. And peace out. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for smoking a little weed, easing a little pain, and take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Obviously, it's always for entertainment only. It's just to purely entertain our souls and see what happens. And cheers. That's what she said. Peace. Sleep tight, y'all.